Okay, hi everyone. How are you doing? This is the collective read for the fire signs for the new moon in Scorpio reading. Okay, yeah. Okay, perfect. Yes, so this is the collective read for the fire signs for the new moon in Scorpio reading. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a look into the animal spirit guidebook. But one thing that I was channeling for the fire signs, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, was everybody that you care about, everybody that you love is only human. They're going to hurt you at some point in your life. So, this is something to keep in mind about emotions. Nobody, including ourselves, nobody is perfect. So humans make mistakes. Love is an unconditional thing. So that means if somebody makes a mistake, you're still going to love them. You're still going to care about them. But love that is conditional is not love. Okay. So that's just something before we even get into anything that I was kind of channeling, looking at, even the cards that I've shuffled out for you and everything. But we're going to go ahead and take a look at the Animal Spirit Guidebook. I love the animals. You know, I love the animals, okay? And like I said, I think I said this for the air sign reading. And also, I might have said this for the new moon reading, just in general, which you may want to look at because that's an overall what the moon is bringing down to everybody. This is just your section here specifically, but basically, animals, they are masters at something that we can learn from them. Like a tiger can be is a master hunter. You can learn how to hunt by watching the Animal Planet and looking at a tiger. You can learn how to love from a dog. You can learn how to love with boundaries from a cat, right? So they're masters at everything that has to deal with spirit. You can learn from them. Okay, so your first card that you have, and this is a popular card that's been popping out lately, is the elk. So the elk is stable, resilient, headstrong, and the father energy. So this is a masculine energy. And what I love about this card is even though it is a earth element, it's still got a lot of fire there. So it's a grounded fire energy. So this coming up for you, I'm actually really not surprised because this is already telling me right at the gate that with this new moon is going to launch you. You're with the elk right now because you're being guided to ground your fire, ground your creativity so that it can bloom into something. A lot of you are super creative, but it's like all that creativity is not manifesting because you're struggling on being grounded. Okay? So this elk, this father energy, this masculine energy is helping ground you right now. A lot of you probably are feeling inspired. So when in balance, supportive, kind, and consistent. When out of balance, pretentious, high, and mighty. So very egotistical, right? And to bring in balance, eat and drink more consciously. Watch what you're eating. When you're super creative and you want to create things, you need to watch what you're eating. I feel like this is not talked about enough in like the severity when it comes to spiritualism. You are what you eat. If you eat fast food and junk, your life is going to be fast and junky. But when you eat fruits and you eat vegetables and you drink water and you drink your tea and you drink, you're very conscious about what you're doing with your body, your life becomes more conscious. Ground yourself in that, okay? So that's the first one. So now we're going to go ahead and take a look at the second one. The second one is the turtle. which is coming as a water element. But in all truth, a turtle is a water and an earth element. There's a lot of earth here. Okay. So that's grounding. But ancient soul, grounded. Ooh, see, I said grounding, grounded, trusting, at home in the self. So you're at home with yourself, confidence in yourself. This isn't just grounding. This is a confidence, a true confidence. You know, people walk around and they got their chests puffed out and they say, I'm this, I'm that, I'm confident in this, I know how to do this. It's very likely that they're not confident. Confidence is not loud. Confidence is actually quiet. Confidence is too busy doing what it needs to do to talk. When in balance, peaceful, right? Adventurous and productive. When out of balance, slows down to a halt to bring into a balance and adventure. So some of you may need to, because this is a water element, but there's also some earth to it. So maybe some of you may need to take a trip to some water. If there's like a river, an ocean, something like that, there's something that you need to get grounded and it's suppressed. You've suppressed it. You may need to go like on a hike somewhere or go in like some forest or go by a tree or something like that. It could be like, water or something too. Somewhere where you can be grounded with the earth and with water would be preferable. Both these elements together. Because there's something suppressed, and I feel like the only way for you to let it out is for you to kind of get away for a little bit. Do something exciting, Fire likes to travel. Fire likes to go places. My dogs are just singing right now. That's it. But fire likes to go places. You know what I mean? Fire's fast. Fire has destination and has purpose. Some of you may be struggling with your purpose, okay? So here's another one. We have the swan. Effortless creativity, sensitive mystic, elegant power. This is a water element also. So, and if you notice, this swan is looking at itself in the mirror. This swan is very confident. It's able to look at itself and be like, there I am. I'm a swan and I'm beautiful. It's not an ugly duckling. I know that I'm a swan. I see myself. And in myself, I see greatness. That's what this card, I just made that up, but that's what I see in this card when I'm looking at it for you right now. It sees its own reflection and it sees greatness. And now, what are you going to do with that greatness? Are you just going to let it stay in the reflection and stay in your mind, or are you going to bring it out? A lot of you guys might need to go out for an adventure because you are a sensitive mystic. You need to kind of get away from people. When you're around people, you absorb their energies. It's tiring. You may need to take a break. So, when in balance, infinite creative power. When out of balance, agitated, snippy, and lacking vision. To bring into balance, solo time and writing. What did I tell you? Y'all need to go on a trip. And you need, the purpose of this is to get away, okay? The purpose of that is you need to get away and be by yourself, because you can be absorbing things from people and that can be actually dragging you down. Because if somebody else is around you and they're not confident in themselves and they're feeling kind of, luggish and they're feeling kind of down, that's going to make you feel down because you are absorbing that energy, okay? So here's the last one. We have the firefly. And when this popped out, I was like, oh, this is fire. You got every element but fire. So I'm not saying that, you know, your fire element is out of balance. I'm saying the other pieces around you, around your ego, around your passions, are probably a little bit out of balance. But this is an air element, and even though this in this book is considered an air element, obviously a firefly, right in the name, it's fire and it's air with the fly. Okay, it's fire and it's air. Inspired and fantastic. What did I tell you? You see yourself in the mirror and your reflection is amazing. Inspired and fantastic, yet fleeting. Okay, so this is talking about a little bit of, you know, your fire. Fire is amazing. It's creative. It has a lot that it does in life. It can create a lot, but also fire, you know, fire is the second fastest element. Air is the first. And like air, air and fire being the two fastest elements, they go first and they go out the first too. You might be second. Okay? You're the second one to go, you're the second one to go out. So when you have that inspiration, don't take it for granted. You got to use it, okay? So, when in balance, writes, creates, brainstorms. When out of balance, burnt out, feels dull. To bring into balance, write a poem and draw. Okay? Hold on 1 second. Sorry. So, some of you may be inspired to write something. There's something that you want to do, and you may need to put it into writing. And what this is, the reason why Spirit is wanting you to do this and why they're leading you to do this is because writing grounds your ideas. It's one of the first steps to making your ideas into a reality is when you write it down. It's also one of the first steps, one of the first step options for manifestation. This grounds your idea. Then you can reflect on it. You can read it and you can reflect on it. And you reflect on a piece of yourself when you reflect on what you wrote. Or, yeah, but you may need to, if you haven't started writing yet, you may need to go on an adventure. Or you're writing, whatever you're writing is you're writing about something that you want, and that may lead to an adventure. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we have here. Oh, hold on. Before we look at this, we're going to go ahead, because this is a moon reading. We're going to go and look into our Moonology deck. We're going to pull 3 cards, okay? Okay, positive divine spirits, please grant me 3 cards for the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries for the new moon in Scorpio reading. Okay, so believe in the impossible. There's a challenge in your life, and Spirit has this challenge in your life for a purpose. Okay, this is a blue moon. You know the saying, every once in a blue moon. Well, this is your blue moon moment. Okay, this challenge is requiring your expertise. It is a challenge that was created specifically for your expertise to fix. It's something that only you can do. That's what I'm feeling off of that. Something that only you can do. Okay, here we go. Full moon in Taurus. Remember the writing? Your dreams need a practical plan. Write it down. Ground yourself. Taurus is an earth element. Ground yourself. Yeah. Then you have new moon in Virgo, another earth. A time to gather. Oh, wait, hold on. A time to give rather than take. A time to give rather than take. Take that as that applies. That's very interesting. So maybe in your plan, you may need to give something. A time to give rather than take. That's very interesting. We know we're going to discover what that is as we go on, okay? We're going to go ahead and pull this and put this over here. And then we're going to go ahead and take a look at your spiritual message. Hold on one second. Okay, so for the basis of what's going on here is we have emotion and intellect from the Dreams of Gaia Tarot. Emotions and intellect. This is something that you're needing to balance out, your mind and your emotions. It's not your passion, but it's your mind and your emotions. You need to take your passions and use your mind in your emotions, and use your mind to figure out how to satisfy them both. You can do it. Time to give rather than take. This may be That's very interesting. I feel okay. You know what? We're going to come back to this, I think, probably near the end of the reading, but we're going to definitely take a look deeper at that. A time to give rather than take. That may be giving to yourself. This is new moon energy where you're by yourself. Full moon energy, what you expose needs to be a practical plan. But behind closed doors, I'm feeling like you need to give to self, that you need to give to yourself. That's really what I'm feeling. I don't think that it's giving to others. I really think it's giving to self. You may be, there may be something with you in your body because you did have earth here. You might be stressed out about something and it's affecting your body. Be careful of your health. A time to give rather than take. Yeah, okay. So, okay, here's another thing. So as far as right now, you're at the 4 of water. This is, you see that he's looking at his reflection. I didn't even see that. Look, this is also a two water elements that are looking at their reflection. You're being guided to look in the mirror emotionally. You're being guided to look at your emotional mirror. So this is really going to trigger people that have a fire element in their moon sign a lot, because this has to deal with your emotions very deeply. There's things in your emotions, like I'm feeling like you are having some sort of, it might be that you're overcritical of yourself. There's something that you're disappointed in yourself about something. You might be a little bit of a perfectionist right now. And you're disappointed in yourself about something, but you have to understand that you are not perfect. Nobody's perfect. A mistake is a lesson. You can't cry. You have to leave the trauma and bring the lesson so you can balance that out. So right now, Spirit's going to be guiding you to be looking in the mirror at things that happened in your past emotionally so you can heal that, okay? That's what's going on there. And that's fine. I actually see you doing this beautifully, because I feel, even though we have not, to be honest with you, we have not gotten one fire element card for the fire signs. But here's the thing, we've gotten fire inspiration. So if you notice, even here, the firefly, this may be in the air element, but it's inspired by fire, okay? Even the turtle has red around it. Looks like it, has red around it. And the elk, it has the sun and the fire energy around the antlers and stuff. So your journey, even though it's emotional, you're inspired with your fire to go after it. You want to do this. You want to get rid of this. Like, you don't want to feel disappointed in yourself. I mean, nobody does. I don't think so. I don't think anybody does. Maybe some people do, but who knows? But you're actually inspired right now to go through this. I feel like this is a really beautiful energy. You're inspired to go through this growth. This is like a challenge for you and you love it. There's a piece of you who love, even though it's hard and you might be crying and people might see you stressed out about it, and maybe even you might get a little depressed about it. You want to get through this. This is something that you completely want to do. You're so willing, because I see this going very smooth and very beautifully for you, okay? Like in the recent past, the maiden, you went on this journey knowing it was going to be hard. You didn't know everything that was going to be on the journey. You didn't know everything like that, but you did know this is something that you wanted to do. You went on it willingly. The maiden goes on the journey willingly. She doesn't want to go back to the village. I think for this card, even for the maiden, that there might have been, she might be running in this card, she might actually be running away from the village. She's running from something and it's not for her. She's running from a path that other people are trying to put on her. Now, I'm not sure, honestly, because I think, or I'm channeling this for you. I honestly think it is for you because it is popping up, but she's running away from a path that people are putting on her to go on the path of the divine. And she's like, I'd rather do this. I'd rather go with spirit than go with what you got. So I'm going to move on. Wow. Yeah, that's beautiful. So as of right now, you have the counselor energy. You're receptive to the universe. That's where the universe wants you to be right now. That's with this new moon in Scorpio. Be receptive emotionally. No, less talking and more listening. Less assuming and more comprehending. Okay? That's the energy that you're going to be in for this moon. Okay? That's the energy that the new moon in Scorpio wants you to be in. It probably actually, now that I think about it, because I just said Scorpio again, this makes sense, because to me personally, I look at Scorpio as very similar to a fire sign. Fire is an element of transformation. Scorpio is the sign of transformation. I even like really consider, a lot of fire elements are with the Scorpion, okay? So it's very adaptable and it's very transforming. It's very transformative. It's just an animal that came from the sea. Like the scorpion came from the sea, and when it came out of the sea, it split into 3 different creatures. Scorpion is one of them. The sign of the Scorpio, though, that's actually for the zodiac, is actually a creature, is one of the creatures that came out of the sea through the I can't remember what it's called, but through the animal that came out of the sea, is the middle one that was able to be in the sea and also on the land. One of the forms changed to stay in the water, like in the swamps. So in fresh water. Another one of the forms, they were able to be in fresh water and on land. And the third form was actually the scorpion. But the sign is actually the one that was able to be in water and on land. So they were able to transform to be in both places. That animal is actually extinct. So very transformative energy. This is this is the fire element's natural state. Okay. Transformation, you hear about transformation, you hear about changing yourself, you hear about, all this kind of stuff, a challenge. This is fire energy is all about that. Okay. So this is like an energy where you are welcoming this change. You're welcoming these, new ideas, and you're welcoming, you're being a very good student to the divine right now with the new moon in Scorpio. That's good. That's great. In the near future, so this is the aftermath of the new moon. You are going to be in an energy of discipline. You are going to be you're going to be inspired to discipline your mind and discipline yourself to get your ideas off the ground. This is great. This is amazing. This is a long time waiting for you. This is an energy that is not easy for a fire element to get into. So take advantage of yourself right now, getting into this. I see you making a plan. I see you staying on schedule. I see you being a boss. I see you, motivating and doing what you need to do, organizing. I really see you getting all this in order because you're very inspired by this energy. This energy is really, really going with your creativity very, very well, comparatively to probably the other elements. But we'll see. I have 2 more to do. So definitely take charge of this time. And then you're going to keep going at it. You want to know why? Because this is how you're going to heal. This is the healing card. You're going to be organized through moving through your creativity. You're going to be creating. And while you're creating, you're going to be channeling your energy through your creations. And that's how you're going to be healing your emotions. That's how you're going to be healing who you are on the inside. Wow. This new moon is good for you. That's all I got to say. So we're going to go ahead and take a look here at, we're going to get a storyline. Okay. Wow. That was really inspiring. I'm not going to lie, because yeah, that was really beautiful. Okay. Positive divine spirits, can I please get a storyline for the fire signs, Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, for the new moon in Scorpio? Let me get a storyline about what's going on. Okay, things are changing. You got the tower here. Yeah, let me get that out for you. Things are changing. You're going through a tower moment. This tower moment is good. Like I said, with the maiden, she's going away from a role in life and in a path in life that people are pushing on her to go to her own. This is going to create a tower moment. This is good. This is a good tower moment for you. I'm not going to lie. This tower moment is going to shake people. This may shake some people's, might ruffle some feathers with some people, especially people that were trying to get you on a certain path, but you weren't going because you knew that that wasn't your path. And now the universe is saying, okay, that wasn't your path, but you do have a path. You're not supposed to just stand there and not do nothing. You actually do have a path, okay? And you're going to know your path through the divine, okay? So you have the Knight of Pentacles energy. Something is coming towards you. Something is coming towards you. This could also be you. You see that writing? This could also be you. You could be going somewhere. Remember the adventure? Even with the maiden is on an adventure. This could be you. And knights give things. And that's an earth element. Time to give rather than take. You may be inspired. You might need to give something. I don't know, but I might have to deal with emotions or something like that. I don't know. So for some of you, there is something that you have to give, but you're not gonna know what it is until you hone your mind and you write things down and you write this plan down, okay? Yeah, there was some sort of an ending in the past. This other path that people try to force you in is dead. You've killed it. And if you notice, while that path is dead, that person that was meant for that path is dead because that wasn't really a real person anyway. Your true self is coming out. This is Ten of Swords. This might have hurt too. Of course, change can hurt. You know what I mean? This might have hurt your mind. This might have been something that you've been really conflicting with. But you went through a painful ending in the past. Yeah. And now you're facing the truth. Ace of Swords. You're facing a truth. Your mind and your emotions. Remember? Emotion and intellect. You've reached, or you're reaching, an emotional maturity where you can hear a truth. And maybe the truth might hurt your feelings a little bit. The truth might not be something that you want to believe about yourself, but you're open to a truth. Okay? You're open to getting it. You're open to learning it. Oh, and another ace that's going to lead to a new future. What I tell you? The four of air from this deck with the Ace of Wands and the inspiration, you facing this truth is going to inspire you, because now you're going to be the person that you're going to be like, okay, well, it's kind of like somebody who's like, I want to be I want to be an astronaut. You know what I mean? And then they're believing that they're going to be an astronaut. And then somebody tells them the truth, like, how are you going to be an astronaut, but you didn't take astronaut class? You haven't taken any schooling. You haven't looked online. You haven't seen any videos. Do you even know what an astronaut wears? Like, you never even chose to be an astronaut for Halloween growing up. Like, why do you want to be you're so convinced that you're going to be an astronaut? You take that truth and then you're like, that did hurt my feelings because I do want to be an astronaut. But you want to know something? Now I'm actually going to put effort and I'm going to put work into being an astronaut. You're right. I'm not going to get there just by sitting on my butt. I'm not going to get there just by telling everybody that I want to be an astronaut and having a fake confidence and being loud and bravado with it. I'm going to put in the work because it is something that I want to do. You're absolutely right. I want to do it. So I'm going to discipline myself to get there. You see this orb right here? That's your goal. That's the light at the end of the tunnel. This is literally a tunnel, and that's literally the light at the end of the tunnel that you're going after. You're following the light to grab this staff, and you are dedicated towards it. Wow. That's beautiful. And look at this. You got the star. That's the ultimate thing. Your star, your hope. This is the hope from the universe, even. The healing. The healing. You have spiritual healing, and this gives you hope and inspiration. You're going to get it. You start making a plan, and it starts becoming a reality. And you start seeing the reality. That's really beautiful. Wow. That's really, really beautiful. Okay, we're going to see what popped out. Yeah, we have the Four of Cups again. Well, we done already talked about this, honey. Some of you have been sad. Some of you have been really depressed. And you haven't seen spirit, but you've been depressed over these 3 cups that didn't work out for you. But spirit's been handing you a cup. The spirit's like, you're like, he's like, Sally, Sue, and Jenny, they don't love me. But spirit does. Spirit loves you, and spirit has an unconditional love for you and a patient love for you. This may even be a person. For some of you, this could be a person that is a divine gift to you. This person loves you unconditionally and will always love you. That's your gift right there. You're about to go get it. Wow. That's beautiful. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of a deeper look at this Knight of Pentacles. What is this Knight of Pentacles saying? Like I said, a journey, 6 of Swords. You see, he's moving through all that water and stuff. Oh, you want to know something? This is a hard journey. This is a journey against all odds. If you notice, this is a mermaid sledding on snow. He done made his sled out of swords, and he's on these swords. This is him taking a journey against all odds. Because what are the odds that a mermaid would be able to do this? If you think about it, how would a mermaid do this? Yeah, he's on ice and snow. Wow. So whatever this offer is, this is something that's against all odds that it happens. This is a surprise. Okay. We got Queen of Swords. So some of you might be dealing with an air element. I would not be surprised, because when I did the air sign, exclusive sign, there was a lot of fire and water. It looked like the air signs had more entanglements with the water sign, but this kind of looks like for fire signs. I mean, and there was fire in that one too, but this is somebody in an air element. This is an ice queen. So I'm not necessarily feeling this is somebody, maybe you wrote something to this person, or this person is coming to you as the Knight of Pentacles. If this Ice Queen is coming up to you, or if this Queen of Swords is coming up to you as a Knight of Pentacles, you may want to be wary. But I doubt that, because the Queen of Swords, she's very smart, very, there's a lot of boundaries, right? I said the Ice Queen, look at her. She got that Elsa energy around her. Remember Elsa from Disney? She made that castle out of ice, and she didn't let nobody come into it. And if you try to come into it, she sent an abominable snowman to you. Okay, so this person is maybe somebody that's hard to reach, because you have to be creative to get to this person. This person isn't easy to reach. That's not an easy to reach person. So that's part of why you may need to be creative to go ahead and reach that person. Also, could be, obviously air sign energy. This is a Libra energy. Libra. I think Geminis are pages. Yeah. So this is a Libran energy. So this is a person that is, the Queen of Swords is fair and wants the truth. This is justice. Okay. That's justice. This person is in a, it is in a fair mindset, but is justice. And when I'm saying it like that, justice can sometimes be really cold. Okay. Sometimes it can be really cold. So this may be a person that, yeah, this is the challenge. This isn't a person to be wooed. So what is the Queen of Swords saying? And with all this water here, because you're having to balance your emotion and intellect, this may even, I'm going to be very honest with you, this may be somebody with some air elements in their chart, or this could honestly be somebody who is usually emotional, but they're closed off. This might be somebody who's closed off, but is otherwise usually very emotionally open, but they're not at this time. Or this could be an air element person. But that's just kind of what channeled into me right now. So again, judgment. Remember what I just said? Wow. I just said this person is law. This person is fair. Libran energy. Judgment. Okay. Judgment is also second chances. This might be a person that has a few judgments that they need to pass on people, or there might be a few things that this person that y'all gonna have to. There's a lot of bubbles of people in there. There's a lot of people that is waiting to get judged by the judgment. Look, he's even calling him back up. He's like, dang, like, look at all these people here. I need a break. I need to go to lunch or something. Like, I need some help. It's too many people trying to judge. But if you notice too, yeah, look at this. This person might have some air elements. Judgment, calling him back up. Judgment. You're hoping that you're hoping you might be hoping that you can win over on this person or something. Not with negative intent, but this person doesn't know that. This person is not trusting. This person's going to trust what they see from you. This person is not going to trust what they feel. Like, they're going to trust what they feel, but they're going to go and judge you by what they see. They're going to use their mind. Yep. Look at this. Page of Swords energy. This is a researcher. Okay. That's a researcher. They're going to do their due diligence. This person may be watching you, or you might be presenting something, and this person, like I said, you had the judgment there. You had the judgment. So this person might be reviewing the information. But it's coming up as page energy when they're judging, or this could be a person. This could be a child, but I'm feeling from this energy right now, I'm not really feeling like a lot of you, this is a child. I'm feeling like this is a research card. This person is going to do their due diligence on you. This is why you need to come correct to this person, because this person is like I said, they're going to be using their mind to judge you. They're going to be reviewing the information. If you say, like, this is a person, like, If you come and you say there was an accident on I-5, that's why I was late, they're gonna look it up on their phone and see if there really was an accident. They'll do it right in front of you because they're bold too. But like I said, because this person is a page, this is why I'm feeling this person could be very emotional. But they could be putting their emotions to the side and using their mind and their intellect right now. And that can be very hard. This person has a lot of walls. The Queen of Swords also has walls. And you don't get past the walls unless you earn it. For some of you, this just came in. You know, you got the Queen of Swords here, and you got the Knight of Pentacles here, and the Knight of Pentacles is doing work. You might be going to court with this Queen of Swords. That's why Spirit is with you, because you're in Knight energy, they're in Queen energy. But with Spirit with you, you make this Queen of Swords look like they're in Page energy. They're gonna do their research. Okay, because that could be judgment, could be something. This could be court. This could be something where you were in court, or there was some sort of a judgment, and you're going in for a second judgment, and you need to get your stuff together because you cannot come unprepared against this Queen of Swords. Spirit is telling you you will not win against this Queen of Swords if you do not come prepared. Because this Queen of Swords did not come to play any games, okay? So you're going to have to, you can succeed, but you need to be prepared, and you need to be dedicated, and you need to be disciplined. This Queen of Swords already knows the things that you struggle with. But what they don't know is you overcoming them. What they can't count on is you overcoming, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take a look a little bit further. So what is this Page of Swords finding and researching? And like I said, it could be either way. Some of you, this really is somebody that you may be going back to court with, or going to get a verdict with. For some of you, this may be somebody who's closed off for whatever reason. Okay. Well, there's Empress energy here, and we have the Queen of Cups. So remember when I said that this person could actually be really emotional? We have the Queen of Cups. This could be a piece of this person. If this person is an Empress, this person is every queen in the deck. Okay? So this person is the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles, all at the same time. We got Empress energy here coming out. Okay. So this is going to be for people in a situation where this Queen of Swords is somebody that you're trying to maybe reconcile with, or somebody that is dear to your heart. Because what I'm seeing here, honestly, is that this is a person that you really care about. And this is probably why this is coming up in the new moon in Scorpio. This is somebody that you really care about. But this person is not emotionally available. They're not emotionally available. But they're not, I mean, it doesn't mean that they're a bad person. Doesn't mean that they're being evil. Doesn't mean that they're being, doing any active harm on anybody, except for just not being emotionally available. This person can be like an ice queen, but you know what they're protecting? The heart of the Queen of Cups. That's Cancerian energy. That's a very nurturing mother energy, right? The Empress. Very nurturing motherly energy. They're protecting this. And there's some sort of inspiration that this person gave you. Like, there's some sort of emotional inspiration that this person gave you. Now, for some, I just got this before I keep going on. These two queens can be on opposite sides. Okay? These two queens can be on opposite sides. But I'm not feeling that very strongly. This may be like literally for it, like if I get 100 people that watch this, this may be for like 2 of them, okay? That they're on opposite sides. But yeah, Queen of Swords and Queen of Cups. I'm sensing that the Queen of Swords, this person is in Queen of Swords energy. They're protecting a really big heart. This person's probably been hurt before. You got that 10 of Swords there. This person's been hurt before. And if it's not you coming up with a plan, I think it is you. You're coming up with some sort of a plan. This is your challenge. This is something, wow. This is kind of like, and this is why I'm looking at this, because I'm just looking at the purpose, the basic purpose of what's going on. You know what I mean? I don't really go, I mean, I do a little bit, but I go into the storyline, but when I read, I'm going to read from the basis of what's going on with the energies right now, because we all follow a larger collective energy. And there's a reason for everything that happens. There's a reason for us meeting everybody. There's a reason for us encountering everybody. Spirit has you on some sort of a mission right now to, as far as fire, which makes sense because it's ice and you fire. So if anybody's going to thaw it out, it's probably going to be a fire element to thaw out all this ice around this that's protecting this heart. There's walls. And this person is protecting a heart. And with that heart is the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, wow. There's a big reward. This is a challenge. There's the Wheel of Fortune. This is why Spirit's pushing you to get into your masculine energy and really hone and discipline yourself so you can thaw this heart out. And there's a Four of Wands. I always look at this as a marriage card or a get together card, a foundation card, a passionate foundation card. And there's victory, but you want to know something? If you go after this person's heart, you might get a little attacked. I'm not gonna lie, like you might get a little attacked. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, this person is an empress. This is an empress. So for the device, this is like a divine feminine. You know, that needs to be thought out. Wow. Okay. Wow. Interesting. Wow. Yeah. Like Spirit kind of has you on a mission right now. So you're having to do your research. That's the research. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and end that there. Wow, like that's just kind of, I'm sorry, that just kind of blew me away a little bit. But we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna go ahead and end that there. Because that is very interesting. That's the aftermath and everything like that. I think what I'm probably gonna start doing is maybe doing like, element exclusive signs a little bit more regularly, but I was only planning on doing them for like planetary alignments, but this is very interesting. We're gonna go ahead and take a card before we go for each of the fire signs individually. So we're gonna start with Leo. Positive divine spirits, can I please have a card for the sign of Leo on actions that you advise, spirit advises for the new moon in Scorpio energy? Okay, so there's an imbalance with working on something right now. Okay. You for the new moon specifically right now. So all this work and everything and all this inspiration is not for the new moon. That's an aftermath of the new moon. Okay. So all this of what we were talking about and everything, we were talking about the aftermath. The new moon is tonight. So I really wouldn't start that. I would start this probably no later than next week, but I wouldn't do it on the night of the new moon. Right now, Spirit wants you to go through going through the baggage. This may also, okay, hold on, pause. I'm sorry. Sorry, Leo. One more little message. And maybe this actually comes out to Leo very big. You may be called to be a counselor. When I was talking about thawing out, I was wondering why this card came out. And I was like, is this saying that you're a counselor? And then Spirit's like, no, it's saying that they need to be a counselor. There's somebody that Spirit's guiding you to heal. Oh, healing was the last card too. There's somebody that needs help. First, you need to counsel yourself though. Go through your own baggage and your own burdens so you can help this person. They said this person may actually be with this Queen of Cups. This person may actually be you may be used to this person being in a counselor position, and now it's time for you to reciprocate. But you're not able to do that because you were not used to being in. You're used to being the patient for this person. This person needs counseling. So universe, spirit is guiding you to be a counselor through going through your own baggage. You carry it very well, by the way, Leo. I don't expect anything less from a Leo energy. You carry it very well. But there's some things that you do need to still go through, okay? And you need to go through the process so that you can learn the process so that you can provide it for other people and be of service. Okay, so now we're going to go to Sagittarius. One, please, positive divine spirits, give me a card for Sagittarius for actions that you would like them to take for the new moon in Scorpio. Okay, Sagittarius. Somebody's coming. The aftermath. I feel like something is coming back to you. This is childhood. Something you guys are being inspired to go to your childhood. You guys are being inspired to look into your past. Okay. There's a blockage there. Also, This may be somebody, I'm sensing it may be somebody that might have died for some of you, because this is somebody that might have came back or supposed to come back, but something's preventing them from coming back. So this may have been a loss, which I'm so sorry. Or this could be somebody, you know, that you want to come back or something. Somebody in childhood, somebody's not coming back. Somebody's not coming to you, okay? Okay. So God of Swords upside down. Interesting. We're going to take a look at that. God of Swords is kind of, especially upside down, it's a little bit manipulative and a little bit egotistical. So we're going to take a look and see what is the God of Swords saying. This is also Aquarian energy. If you have Aquarius in your chart, this might apply to you, or you might be dealing with somebody who is an Aquarius, or you just might be in the Aquarian energy, which honestly to me, upside down, Aquariuses are humanitarians. Aquariuses are that energy, like I said, is a humanitarian energy. It's the thinker. It's hope. It's new ideas. It's innovative. It's a very beautiful energy. And with this being upside down, this is using powers for not good. So you might be trying to get somebody in your life back from your childhood, but you may not be doing it in you may be doing it in a way that's manipulative, and it's possibly because that's the only way that you know how to do it because of your childhood, okay? And the thing about it is, like I said, for fire signs, if you're dealing with somebody, you're basically dealing with an empress that's very intuitive, the most intuitive queen in the deck, and the smartest. They're using their intuition. They're protecting their intuition. So they read everything, but they're also they're strict on their boundaries. They're not letting anybody in. You cannot come up to this person in this energy. They are going to read it, and they're not, it's going to push them further, okay? You cannot come up to that person in that energy. You have to be you have to be straightforward. What is the God of Swords saying? This is a type of person where if you mess up on something, you might as well admit it. Just admit it. Don't try and make it seem like whatever. Just be straightforward. Don't try and cut the bush or anything, because if you do, it's going to irritate this person. So what is the God of Swords saying? And it also said for some of you, it doesn't have to be from childhood. It could be just somebody that you've known for a while, whether it's a few years or whatever. But you guys have history. It's somebody that you have years of history with, okay? Okay, so yeah. There's a tower inside yourself. So before you can even go up to this person, you're going to have to go back into your own childhood and handle these ways that you try and get people back in your life. And because how you would approach this person is not right. So spirit's going to be working with you, okay? And that's fine. Yeah, spirit's going to be working with you to help heal these pieces of yourself, and then a tower moment is going to happen. It doesn't matter that this tower is upside down. This just means that there's some resistance to the change, but a tower is inevitable. A tower moment is inevitable. Just go with the flow. Don't be egotistical. God of Swords, King of Swords upside down is very smart, but uses intellect to manipulate. And that can be, that can be preventing you from your growth. You can be so smart in your own despair. You can be so smart on the wrong side. Okay? So just remember, don't let your ego get in the way, because that tower moment is happening anyway. It doesn't matter what you do. The tower moment's going to be happening anyway. So just remember, don't let your ego prevent you from growing, okay? Okay, so that's what I got here. And yeah, you need to have the strength. Spirit's asking you to have strength to go through this. This is going to be hard because you're going to have to face why you do this. And you do this because of trauma. So you're going to have to face that trauma. This is with a lot of Sagittarians right now, okay? So that's for Sagittarius. We're going to go ahead and take a look at Aries. Spirit, positive divine spirit. What actions do you see for Aries, the sign of Aries? What action do you want Aries to take right now? For the new moon in Scorpio. Sorry, let me specify. Okay. There's a giving here. There's a balancing of giving. Okay, this is a giving nature. This is either a balancing of giving. There's two situations that you're pouring yourself into. Could be two, could be up to six, to be honest with you. And it could do. This is a warning card. Don't give too much, but keep that, balanced out. Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, this is there's two situations that you're investing in. Oops, hold on one second. Hold on. Okay. Yeah, my puppies were barking. I thought somebody was at the door, but actually nobody was. Of course. Okay. So, we live in an apartment, so I think that they may be hearing like neighbors. It could have even been somebody going out, just walking out, and they could have barked. So I'm not saying that they were barking at nothing, but it's just one of those things. So, there's the God of Pentacles upside down. God of Pentacles, this is a, hold on, let me see. So this would be I think it's a Taurus energy. Yeah, this is a Taurus energy. And Taurus, they like pretty things. They like, but they like money. They like materials. They're also great cooks. I love Tauruses. They have good hearts and everything. I don't care what anybody says. In my opinion, Tauruses is one of my favorite signs always. But yeah, God of Pentacles upside down. This is a little bit greedy, okay, with money. You might be focusing on money a lot. Or you may not, or you may be struggling on money because you're giving out to situations. This could be, I'm seeing for some of you, this is child support. For some of you, this may be, you might be in a third party situation. You're giving to at least two situations when it comes to finances. And I was going to say morals. This could be morally too. So you may be present in two different households. Yeah, this is very interesting. Okay. And maybe both of the households, they have children. So you may have a household where you have a child and you may be dating somebody who has a child also, and you may be, doing some sort of a role here. I don't know. Christmas is coming up too. So that can be really stressful on your pockets because you're having to spend money for, multiple people for gifts and stuff like that. This is something where you're giving out, it's either money or morals or both, okay? What is the God of Pentacles saying? Spirit wants you to focus on that because they want you to prioritize what is actually important. You might have gotten a lot of money and you realize, you prioritize money, you prioritize material things, only to see that only brought people that wanted to take from you. You're kind of realizing that money doesn't necessarily bring happiness. It can bring people that want to take from you. So what is the God of Pentacles saying? Here we go. We end on that Six of Pentacles again. Okay. Again, okay. So a lot of you are wanting to bring somebody. I mean, I guess this is the just wanting to bring somebody in from the past. Spirit's not wanting you to work on it for the new moon. Of course, for this is a new moon, so we're not pushing anything forward exactly. Through the physical, we're more so doing it energetically, and we're making plans. We're working behind the shadows and everything, because whatever the moon is doing, we can't see, so nobody needs to know what we're seeing, right? And then you also got the Six of Cups here. There's somebody so okay, this is what I'm feeling. You might have left somebody behind, and because pursuing that person would have emotionally fulfilled you, but you prioritized money and materials, or it could have been a job, it could have been a business. I'm thinking something with money, or you prioritized another household, like maybe you had a household with a child, and you prioritize that household, but the spouse wasn't right. This is a person that you have years of experience with. And as far as right now, you're giving to that situation, but it's slowly, for some of you, fast, for some of you, slowly, it's slowly draining you. And you're noticing that it's draining you. So you're kind of wanting to go back into the situation with the person that you let go of the past, but you're seeing that because of those actions of letting that person go, this person is not trying to allow you in. This person is not very open to. Some of you let go of it. And some of you might have let go of somebody that is an Empress energy, or a divine feminine, or divine masculine, male or female. It's just energy, somebody that can manifest things. And you didn't see that because you saw them through the physical. You saw them before they got into their prime, before they got into really their power. And you're wanting to get with that person now. But you're noticing that this person has a lot of walls up, and you're not able to penetrate them. So Spirit's wanting you to look into yourself as to why did you not have the discernment before? because really this decision, this whole situation is really caused by your discernment. You had bad discernment with somebody in the recent past. You chose the wrong. And this could be vice versa too. This could be somebody at you. But I'm sensing, because I specifically asked for you, Aries. And had bad discernment. You chose the wrong. And now you need to go through why you chose the wrong, because the signs were there. You didn't read the signs because you wanted materials more. You wanted materials, money, or things that were not emotionally fulfilling. So you're going to be going through why that is for you. Because it either almost caused you, or it caused you to lose somebody that that would have been emotionally fulfilling to you. Wow. Okay. Well, that's the end of this reading. This is good for people that have fire in either their sun sign or their moon sign. I'm going to be going ahead and doing the water and the earth later on today. In your moon sign or your sun sign, if you have water or fire, if you have another element, I definitely suggest looking at the additional element sign that I have. So I definitely advise you to look at those elements. But these readings are specifically for sun signs and moon signs. Okay. So this does not apply to a rising sign, doesn't apply to your other houses, doesn't apply to your Mercury. No, this is specifically for sun and moon. So I suggest that you look at your sun and moon in your birth chart, so that you can go ahead and you can figure out what's going on with these placements, because that's the only thing that really should be affected right now. Okay. All right, you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you looking at my channel, you looking at this video, and I will see you guys later. Bye. And end it. There we go.